I have chosen the job title of Full-Time Advocate Supervisor position. This position is found in the CASA of KIDS. The working environment is a large agency spread across the country. The work hours would revolve around court cases, but is typically 40 hours a week. This is not an independent chosen work schedule, but they are very flexible. They work well with parents and understand when parents need to take time off for children. It's a very family-friendly workplace. Some typical stressors of this job would be having to work with other people, typically the volunteers helping them to learn how they are to help the children. The job requires us to coordinate with the courts and the judiciary system and organize the court systems. So that would be very stressful in the way that courts are really hard to work with, or just the judiciary system in general when it comes to scheduling court dates and working with other people to make sure that it's all well and done. This job would also require you to be a representative of the organization inside and outside of the agency or organization. You'd also be responsible for recruiting the volunteers who are helping the children who are in the custody of the judiciary system. Typical benefits are granted parental leave and paid time off. This job also offers healthcare and reimbursement accounts. Some of the tasks are working with volunteers. This includes recruiting, screening, interviewing, supervising, training, retention of the volunteer, and evaluating the volunteer. Working with the courts to coordinate cases and keep the organization on good terms with the court, Department of Health and Human Services, and other partners of the agency. This job would also require you to be in charge of managing the files from cases. The application notice that I found states that there are other tasks that go to supporting the mission of the agency organization put forth by the program leader and director. This job would require a BS or MS in any social science related field. They would prefer applicants to have experience in child welfare, case management, volunteer coordination, human services, and/or legal services. They would also like to have you be able to have the education of motivating and recruiting volunteers and have good communication with others. Starting salary range is $31,200 to $35,000 a year. Some other information. They prefer you to have 2 years of child welfare or case management experience. Reports, you would have to report to a higher leader, the program leader. The starting pay is $15 to $16.83 an hour plus proportionate with experience. I hope this helped.